All right, welcome back. Now we're going to review the steps that you learned about and set you on your merry way for research. So, in our review, we can see that the Big Six is a research method that helps focus thinking, streamlines gathering information, and organizes thoughts and information into a well-done, thoughtful end product. That's the goal here, is to take what you learn, turn it into a product that is well done and makes sense, and goes from there. So step 1, as a review, is task definition. You have to define the information problem and identify the information needed. So, what is your research question and how are you going to find the answers to that question? As you saw in the video, the penguin video, there are certain ways to organize your information, and your teacher will have more information about specifically how she wants you to write down what you find out. So moving on to step 2, you're going to determine all possible sources and select the best sources. Those are your info seeking strategies. Typically, you're going to start by using the research databases in the library. You can refer to another one of the videos on the library webpage for a reminder of how to do those if needed. You can also use nonfiction books and, in certain cases, videos, podcasts, things like that. Your teacher will have the specific requirements of what she wants for this project. Step 3, location and access. So you know where in general you want to get your information from, and you know what you're kind of looking for. So now is the time to actually sit down in front of the computer or in the library and start using smart search terms to find the information you're looking for. You're going to use keywords and key phrases, typically not a full sentence, but you're going to be smart about what you search. And that's how you're going to find your information, and you'll record it and make sure that you record the bibliographic information, the title, the author, the copyright date, things like that. When you're taking your notes, if you use a direct quote, of course, you're going to use quotation marks and attribute the information to where you got it from. Step 4, that goes with what I was just talking about. The use of your information. You're going to engage with it. You're going to read it. You're going to listen. You're going to view the video or the pictures, and you're going to take that information and you're going to write it into your notes, whether you are paraphrasing or writing something word for word. You're going to make sure that all the information that you're collecting goes to answer what your research question is and the subtopics that you've decided you're going to write about, which leads us right into step 5, your synthesis, which is where you take the information that you've gotten and you put it into your project, whether it's a paper, a presentation, a poster board, whatever it is that your teacher decides for this project. You're going to organize it for multiple sources. So this is when using an outline or something like that would be very handy. And you're going to present that information in a way that makes sense. How do you ensure that you're going to get a good grade? Well, that kind of goes with step 6 for our evaluation. You're going to judge the product's effectiveness. So, did this paper complete the task that your teacher set out for you? Have you paid attention to the rubric that she has given? Have you edited and revised your paper? You're also going to judge your process for efficiency. Did you waste a lot of time not doing what you were supposed to? Did you spend too much time chasing rabbit trails whenever you could have been more focused on what your research question is? You're going to evaluate things like that, and that will hopefully help you to turn in the best project that you can. These slides that gave our review right here were taken from the Big Six, which was, of course, the process developed by Michael Eisenberg and Richard Berkowitz. The handout or these slides were created by Miss Becky Todd, and she's a librarian and media specialist. So just like you have to cite your sources, I do too. So let's move on. So for the assessment, let's talk about your post-test. You completed it hopefully on Blend Space already. Did you do better than you did in the pre-test? Why do you think that was? Did you already kind of know what was going on? How do you think this lesson will help you to do better on your next research paper, even if you had a pretty good grasp of what was already going on? So I'm going to pause for just a second and give you some time to think about those things, and then we'll move on. Okay, great. So finally, your action. What are we doing now? You're going to find and read the review handout on BlendSpace if you haven't done that already. Your teacher may have printed out copies for you, or she may just direct you back to the electronic one. You're going to check out the links at the bottom of that handout if you want more information about the Big Six. I found a couple of resources that explain it in different ways if there's something that's just not quite clicking yet. And there are also a couple of extra videos the same way, explain it just a little bit different than the ones that I've included in this lesson. As you come to the library, be sure you refer to the handout as needed throughout the entire research process, and be prepared to use what you've learned when you come to the library to do your research. I can't wait to see you all. I'll see you soon, and let's get researching. All right, bye.